Hello everyone. We are in the past simple tense chapter, and we are going to start the lesson, regular verbs. We've learned in the previous lesson, that when we use the past simple tense, we should express the verbs, in their past tense form. We've also learned, that irregular verbs are completely changed when they turn into their past tense form. For example, the verb go, turns into went, and the verb come, turns into came. Regular verbs are totally different. We turn the regular verbs into their past form in a different way. That is what we are going to learn in this lesson. There are 4 options we need to know. The first one is the usual case, in which we simply add ed. The second is how to deal with verbs that end in a. The third option is how to deal with verbs that end in consonant plus y. The fourth option, how to deal with verbs that end in consonant plus vowel plus consonant. Let's get started. First option, adding ed. We add ed to most of the verbs. For example, work, worked. Cook, cooked. Paint, painted. We simply add ed to them. Second option, verbs that end in a. If the verb ends with e, we simply add the letter d to it. Examples, bake, baked. Replace, replaced. Describe, described. These verbs end in e, and therefore, we add the letter d to them. The third option, verbs that end in consonant plus y. If the verb ends with a consonant plus y, we drop the y, and add ied to it. In fact, we are replacing the y, with the ied. Consonants are any letters, except for vowels. Vowels are the letters, a, e, I, o, and u. Once again, consonants are any letters, except for a, e, I, o, and u. Examples, cry. The verb cry ends in y, preceded by the letter r, which is a consonant, therefore we omit the y, and add ied in its place. Terrify. Again, we have a verb, ends in y, preceded by the letter f, which is a consonant. We replace the y with ied. The fourth option, verbs that end in consonant, plus vowel, plus consonant. If the verb ends with consonant, plus vowel, plus consonant, and the last consonant is not w, x, or y, we multiply the last letter, and add ed. Consonants are any letters, except for vowels. Vowels are the letters, a, e, I, o, and u. Once again, consonants are any letters, except for a, e, I, o, and u. Examples, stop. The verb stop ends in p, which is a consonant. Before the letter p, there is the letter o, which is a vowel, preceded by the letter t, which is a consonant. It fits the fourth rule, which talks about consonant, plus vowel, plus consonant. We double the last letter p, and add ed. Stop, stopped. This kind of verbs is sometimes named a sandwich. The same thing is with the verb plug. We have a sandwich here. G is a consonant, U is a vowel, and L is a consonant. We multiply the G, and add ed. Plug, plugged. The third example is a bit different. The verb fix. Here again we have a sandwich. Consonant, X, vowel, I, and consonant, F. The difference is, that in this case, the last letter is X, which is one of the three letters that do not multiply, so we just add ed without multiplying the x. Fix, fixed. Let me remind you, if the verb ends with x, y, or w, we just add ed to it, without repeating the last letter. That's it. This is all we need to know in order to turn regular verbs into their past tense form. Let's do a mixture of examples, which cover all the possibilities we have just learned. Examples are the best way to understand the material. Park. The verb park does not end with e, nor with consonant plus y, and there is no sandwich here, therefore it's a simple regular verb, and we just add ed to it. Park. Parked. Irritate. The verb irritate ends in e, so we add d to it. That's how it should be, irritate, irritated. Tip. Tip is a sandwich. It ends with p, which is a consonant. There's vowel I before the p, and the consonant t before the I. The last letter, p, is not x or y or w, so we repeat it and add ed. Tip. Tipped. The next example is the verb hex. We also have a sandwich here, but in this verb, the sandwich is different. X is a consonant, E is a vowel, and H is a consonant. The last consonant, X, is one of the three letters that we do not repeat, so we just add ed to this verb. It should be like that, hex. Hexed. I remind you, if the verb ends with x, y, or w, we add ed to it, without repeating the last letter. Another one, point. The verb point is regular. It does not end with e, nor with consonant plus y, and there is no sandwich here, therefore it's a simple regular verb, and we just add ed to it. Point. Pointed. One more. Rely. The verb rely ends in y, preceded by the letter l, which is a consonant, therefore, we omit the y, and add ied in its place. Rely. Relied. Observe. The verb observe ends in the letter e, therefore, we'll just add d to it. Observe, observed. Next example, the verb rub. A sandwich again. B, consonant, U, vowel, R, consonant. The last letter, B, is not X or Y or W, so we repeat it, and add ed. This is how it looks, rub, rubbed. One more, the verb try, ends in Y, preceded by the letter R, which is a consonant, therefore, we omit the Y, and add ied in its place. Try. Tried. That's it. The lesson is ended. Now you have to practice. It is recommended to use our home page to practice, improve and test yourself online. You can enter the website via the link in the description area, below the video. Please give us a share, like, and subscribe to our videos. We would love to get your feedback, so keep this in mind. Now enter our home page, via the link in the description area, or enter the next lesson, sentences, via the link at the top of the screen. The Grammarland team wishes you lots of fun and success.